What a game last night.
Oh, triple overtime, man. Everything hurts. I can't stay awake.
I didn't get to bed till 3. I feel like a zombie. The facility should really fix this light. It's so annoying.
I promise I will call later after the box score.
That's right now. Julian, go home already.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Coward for box score.
Hello and welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles, joined by the Danette right here in La La Land, and we have a special guest star with us today, Paul Papps from Milford.
Wow.
Please say hello to Paul.
Oh, hey, Paul, buddy.
Hey, Paul, you've been watching from afar this week. If you had to give someone the most valuable Danette award for this week, who would it be?
Wow, I got to think about that a little bit. You know, one thing I do like is that the guys don't come in tired and sluggish. Even when you're tired and sluggish and you got a 3:30 a.m. wake-up call, nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear that you're tired because you're at the Playboy Mansion or you're tired because you're out at a hockey game. You come in, you bust ass and do your job and don't whine because nobody cares that you're tired. We're all tired, but that wake-up call is brutal. The guys in L.A. who do it year-round know it, but when it's 1 week a year, it's especially brutal, and no whining. I'm proud of them.
Oh,
Wait, what was that?
No, we're doing the Box Score. That's fine, McLovin. Thanks for joining us. You guys had a big night last night. You went over to Big Dean's over off the Santa Monica Pier, and Dan was handed a loss for this beer chugging contest. It was Mary Francis, the world-famous bartender over there that chugs these things. Did he lose that bet, Seton?
I am a firm believer, no, that he did not lose that bet. It's a controversial, I think, opinion. And not one very well supported by the crowd there, but it was like all of a sudden it was over and everybody moved on and Dan's pants were around his ankles faster than you could possibly imagine. So I kind of feel like Dan wanted to lose the bet. He really just wanted to walk around with
What's
his
your reasoning
pants off.
for why?
Because I feel like, one, Mary Francis won the first one, although it was very close, and then the second one, I may be embellishing a bit, but there was a little more spillage in the second one, which to me is an automatic disqualification.
Well, that'll have to stay controversial. Fritzy, let's get right to it. You went to the...
Well said.
Yeah, okay. You went to the Playboy Mansion last night. Please fill us in on the details on that.
I'm not sure what the expectations were for Seton and McLovin. I had been there once before, several years ago, not long enough or enough times to really know what to expect. I was there one time, like many years ago, with another network, but it was
the first time?
I remember he was running around asking athletes to come on
I'm
the
not
show.
I won't name specific athletes,
right,
but I remember going up to one and saying, can you come on the phone and do an interview? And he looked at me like, we're at the Playboy Mansion with these ladies walking around in their little bunny costumes, and you want me to do an interview? So it was very, very difficult trying to get interviews at the Playboy Mansion. But as far as last night, it was very cool. The first thing I was relieved about was when we pulled up, they actually had our names on the list. They didn't tell us, get out of here or turn back. We don't know who you are.
That was pretty
We actually
cool.
got in. So once we got through, it was just a matter of what are we going to see there. And, there was a number of attractive women there, some in bunny costumes, but no nudity, no sexual activity going on, no splashing around with a beach ball in the grotto. There was nothing, it was very tame. A lot more tame than I was kind of hoping it would.
I will tell you one thing. When you go to the bathroom, it's right outside the grotto, and there's these dressing rooms, and there's like 50 terry cloth robes standing there. So you get the sense that some action has gone down around there. I was thinking, what if I just walked out in a terry cloth robe right now?
Would have been spectacular.
Yeah, absolutely spectacular. Paulie, the guys left early last night. If you were out here, would you have let that go down?
Probably. The Playboy Mansion is more about the anticipation of the event and saying you were there after.
Right.
I got to go there in late after Christmas of 2001. It was a media event too, and it was really tame. It was for the Rose Bowl, and it wasn't half as good as what I saw last night with the guys. So it was pretty cool what they got to do. But it's one of those things like you do want to say you went there, no matter how good of a time you had, because no one can really make fun of you. Say, oh, you went to the Playboy Mansion, you hung out and talked to your buddies. Oh, you loser. No. I still got to go. It's like, even if you get in once, that's check mark.
Yeah, scoreboard on that one. Well, Playboy Mansion aside and Big Dean's aside, the real fun happened when you guys visited the boss on the set of Sports Jeopardy. We have some footage as we bring you
A box score exclusive.
Hey guys, I'm John, stage manager.
Hi, how are you going? Pleasure.
God, man, we're so thrilled to have you guys.
We love being here. It was very nice of you guys too. Just make sure you take care of my man Howie Schwab. I know him a long time. He's like the nicest guy in the world.
Good.
So make sure
Everyone gets
it's great to be here.
We're thrilled to have you.
Most of the time, when you get, it's like, hey, how you doing? You say, hey, I'm Seton. They go, Steven? No, Seton. Oh, okay, Seton.
And I go, how's it going? I'm Tom. Okay, Tom. Nice to meet you, Tom.
I'm Andy.
You're our special guest.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You guys got earned it. They're part of the Dan Patrick Show in the morning. Hopefully you guys watch their show. Why didn't Paulie make it? What's up with that?
Budget cuts.
Yeah.
He drew the short straw.
Apparently.
We did.
Hey.
How you doing? Good. That's fun.
Are you proud of me now?
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Not up until now, not so much. Today.
Yeah, there you
fun.
go. That was a nice little awkward stand and wave we did there, huh? Okay.
They put us inside in what they call the owner's box. So we were treated very, very
They couldn't have been
hospitably
nicer
right in the
to
first
us.
row.
The people at Sports Jeopardy couldn't have been
It was
more
great
welcoming.
seeing-
Yeah.
It was great seeing Dan work. I mean, he owns that giant studio, and it's a huge place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much bigger than your set, Brock.
Oh yeah. Well, this is mine's a little thing out there by the dumpster. That's fine. Are you eligible to go on to Sports Jeopardy because of your relation to Dan? Or?
I want to. Would you guys want to go on?
Paulie, I know, would have wanted it, and he would have done very well. So, and hopefully next time we come out here, he'll get that opportunity. I'm okay with trivia, but I think these guys, especially Paulie and McLovin, would put me to shame.
I'm more interested in being like a video category, like reading the answer.
Yeah.
Like that's what I would want to do. I'm not all that much of a trivia guy either, but I would love to be like, this so-and-so was once whatever, And then
Here's Seton with the video
the
daily double.
Daily double.
Hey, Paulie, what category would you just crush in on that show?
In all reality, if you did anything regarding the 85 Bears and I lost, I would be beside myself with horror. I would be. I mean, the idea, I would love to be on Sports Jeopardy. Dan actually said he would get me on. I don't know if there's rules about, friends and family and employees, but I think maybe I got a shot to be on there someday. And I don't mind if I lose. I like to compete. If you lose, there's a lot of people who know more sports than I do. But if I lost on like a question about Walter Payton or the Cubs or Chicago sports in some way, that would really haunt me, and my friends would never let me forget it.
Paulie, there was a round where a category was auto racing. They had a Denny Hamlin video and soccer. And they failed. The $1,000 question the answer was nutmeg, which I actually knew, but the entire, to all three guys, none of them answered it. I think you would have gotten that. You know a nutmeg.
Nutmeg, of course. Hey,
now I really want to get there.
Yeah. What were some of the Fritzy categories before we go?
Oh, there was the Lander sisters. There was the big one being lotions of the world. There was a Hall or Oates.
Bar mitzvah.
Yeah, bar mitzvah was just one generic title of just bar mitzvah, which could have, I don't know what directions we were going to go to with there. I think it was like other 80s related music or like the women of the 80s, but it was like right up my Mile High Club. So I guess, playing off of my love for the Broncos.
Great 80s posters.
Oh, of course.
So that was pretty funny.
Well, stay with us. There were a pair of lovely ladies that dropped by the man cave today. Probably did videos for the bar mitzvah.
Hey, how did they get here?
Oh, they probably brought the Ram 1500 Eco Diesel, I would guess. Yeah.
Where else would they go?
And what says to a young boy that he is now a man, other than to give him a Ram 1500 Eco Diesel?
That's the perfect bar mitzvah gift.
Yeah, mazel tov to you. All right, this is Meshuggah right now. All right, get more facts at ramtrucks.com. Guts, glory,
to life.
Ram.
Apologize in advance, by the way, if this offends anyone. This is my athletic endeavor. We will look at it that way. Okay, ready?
Okay.
I'm going to leave the heel on because that's appropriate.
That's fantastic.
And then you have to do your hands up like this, like it's a cheer.
Oh, now we need that, but I can't. I literally am showing everything on the other side. If I can lift up one hand. Keep it classy.
Yay.
Keep it classy.
Oh, welcome back to the box score. Carissa Thompson made good on her promise to do these splits. I know how that probably came across in studio. Paulie, how did it look by monitor out there in Milford?
I thought it was great. She had a lot of fun. She was a great guest. Little anticipation. You built it up for a while. You didn't do it real quick. I thought it was good on TV and even played on radio. And Carissa, we met her last year at the much beloved but now defunct Beach Bowl in New York, and she was just a blast. And we really wanted to get her in studio. It's one of the people we really targeted this week.
She is a doll. Well, if you notice in that clip, Seton and McLovin were absent during all this. Well, you want to know why? For the second time today, we bring you...
What?
A box score exclusive.
This is really professional, isn't it?
Andrew.
Good thing I have 2 jobs because I'll lose one after this.
Which job do you want to lose?
Oh, God. At this point, all of them. All of them. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to get out of camera frame in case my wife is watching here.
Poor Andrew's like that.
I'll come over here.
Yeah, me and Seton are going to hide behind this monitor while this is going
I was
on.
actually going to move closer.
ahead and act like
Don't look at the split.
You're
Don't
gonna
look at the
spot me.
split.
I'm going to spot you. I want to make sure there's no cramping.
You know, we're learning valuable lessons about being caught on camera in interesting, compromising positions, maybe, or maybe you're making the wrong facial expression at the wrong time, and those are things that I'm really trying to avoid. I think that it would behoove us, all of us, to think that way, Todd Fritz.
Yeah,
Todd and
that
Joe.
was directed at
You're
me.
kind of like a lightning rod on top of a building. All the lightning goes right to you, and everybody else is protected.
Yeah,
Well,
I wasn't looking. I was gonna, at the very least, stay in my seat for the little mini show. If anything, I was gonna take your seat because that was closer to where the
Are
split
you
was
conscious
going.
of your tongue coming out of your mouth?
I'm not.
Like that?
It's like that Michael Jordan. It's like the
Is that something you're aware of that you do? That you're like,
I wasn't aware of like going like this with my fingers, and I definitely wasn't aware of putting the tongue.
Don't do it again, dude. People are going to
There was a
freeze
few
that.
awkward moments, but I was just, she looks great, and I was enjoying that moment that
Paul's
she was willing to
pained
be
face
playful
right
with the
now.
split.
It's just, he knows
Hey,
what's
Brock,
going on.
I got to tell you one thing. The only positive about being 3,000 miles away and not being with the fellas and helping get in the mix there is that I'm not part of those. I'm not even close to some of the more disturbing things that have gone on this week. So I come off like a really good guy and not even near as creepy as Fritzy, which really helps.
Well, you know, and we're getting a lot of, oh my God, like somebody fly in Paulie so he can get a handle on the creep factor this week, which you are missed, Paul. You are missed.
Well, McLovin, you couldn't stick around for Carissa's splits. Would you like to treat the ladies and do the splits for them right now?
Wow.
Is this a serious
Can
question?
you do a split?
Yeah.
Let's see
I think
what
we should all get in there.
I have
what
a
I
groin
can come up
hernia. I
with.
can't
Brock?
do that.
All right.
Yeah.
I would bet $1 million you can do a split.
No, I
No?
can't.
Okay, I once did this and actually injured quad muscle.
Just do it on. Just do it on
You're
camera.
gonna like
That's all
tear
we ask.
your whole groin.
Okay,
or
all
something.
right.
Oh my God.
I don't know if this is a good idea. Now you got to get that leg way back.
This is as far as I can go, Brock.
All right. Well, we'll keep it right there, and this sort of takes us right into the Genevieve Morton appearance. And if we had to describe that along with this appearance, it would be one word: naughty.
You know what they were, Genevieve? They were naughty.
Oh, were you being naughty?
Naughty.
So naughty you were. Look at you, Fritzy, being naughty over there. I could see you with that little naughty look on your face.
Genevieve, you've been a very bad girl. I need to see that out of you. I need you to stare into the camera and think of the dirtiest things possible and bring that out. I need to capture that, or we're wasting our time here. You have a beautiful face, but it's not enough. If you want to take your career to the next level and really be a supermodel in this business beyond just Sports Illustrated and the face of Maserati, which are both wonderful things, but if you want to be the it girl, as we like to say,
This is turning into a pep talk.
Dude!
Oh my God.
Don't you sometimes just look back and be like, wow, I can't believe that actually went on national radio and television.
That's like the world. People are in their car listening to this.
I don't know what got into me. I wasn't
You're
sure
a naughty
exactly how
little
to do that. I was trying to play the part and create some kind of a deviant sexual atmosphere. And then she came back with you seem like the places the lotion in the basket or gets the hose.
She went Buffalo Bill on you.
She did.
Which is not the intended effect.
That was definitely not the intent. That's how you get a pink slip in the cameraman business.
At least though you didn't give her like a, it sure is hot in here, maybe you should undoes him.
That's
I mean, he could have gotten really.
That's the one thing I
off-color.
regret. So we should probably all get naked because it's extremely warm in here.
These
The
lights are very
dungaree
hot.
strap should probably come off.
Just slowly off the shoulder.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I was like, and then I said something about tell me that you need to be spanked. I don't know where. It was a little out of hand. It was just, it was inappropriate. And I may or may not have gotten an email from Human Resources, but I don't want to talk about that.
All right, we're going to take a break. Coming up, we're going to look at the career of a TV legend and a bonus round of Know Your Role. That's twice this week.
Speaking of legends, do you know what else is legendary?
The only time I ever fully understood how to attack Letterman, and I say that is it's almost competitive. The last time I was on, I basically said, "What the bleep?" I'm gonna start interviewing him, and we started talking about the Colts. Do you ever cry when he watches them lose? And I just turned it on him, and I said, "I'll never be on again." So I might, and then I realized I had more fun then.
We are back here on the box score. Boy, Dan heated up about Letterman. How real is that anger towards David Letterman with Dan?
Oh, I don't think it's necessarily anger. I think it's a combination of respect. He used to be puzzled by Letterman because he's a big fan, but he didn't know how to be his best on it. And I was there for that last episode, and Dan, I'm telling you, the house was totally really laughing, not just being polite. It's the best segment he ever had on any late night show to me.
I think there's a thing, right, like you said, like Dan is such a fan that when you're a fan of somebody, you really want them to like you and you want it to go really, really well. And David Letterman's not going to give that to you. He's not going to tell you like, hey, that was really great, or he's just going to let it hang and sit there. And maybe Dan wants that would rather have that reassurance of like, yeah, this is really slaying.
Well, it's an awkward segment. We're getting ready for one. We asked the guys which late night talk show they'd go on to now that David Letterman is no longer doing it. It's time for the second time this week to play.
No! Your row!
Let's start in the front row. Seton, Seton, which talk show would Paulie go on?
Me.
That's you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Paulie would go on. And now, is Letterman? Letterman's not an answer.
Letterman's off the table.
He's off the table because it would definitely be Letterman. Jeepers Creepers. Is it Kimmel or Fallon? I'm gonna say Jimmy Fallon.
Was it Jimmy Fallon?
I'm going to say Jimmy Fallon. I've been there once,
Nice.
the old version of his show.
Not only that, I
would
said,
say
I'm going to
that
say
show
Jimmy
is,
Fallon. He said, I'm going to say
hitting
Jimmy
home runs on a nightly basis. Jimmy Fallon.
Late night talk show?
Got it. Nailed it.
Yeah, congratulations. All right, to the back row. McLovin, which show did Fritzy say he was going to go on to?
Is that a late night show? Because he's a huge Merv Griffin, Michael Douglas fan.
And Dinah Shore was very good. And John Davidson had taken over for a while.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are funny.
All right, so Fritzy's not going to, I don't think Fritzy watches these shows, so I think he's going to go Kimmel because that would just jump to his mind.
Yeah, and not the Chew. Interesting. Was it Kimmel?
Current talk show, Jimmy Fallon seems like that'll be very fun to be, if not on the show, at least in the studio audience for. He seems like a really good guy and gets these celebs to do all kinds of silly things. Jimmy Fallon.
Close. I thought it was going to be the real. Very good guess, though. All right, now on to Paulie. What show did Seton say he wanted to go on? That's you. Hi, nice to meet you.
This is tough because like Fallon embraces the music angle a lot more, so that's why I think Seton's gonna take that. Kimmel though I think Kimmel's the funnier person. The better show may be Fallon. I'm gonna go with Fallon for the music angle.
Interesting. Was it Fallon?
Probably Fallon. I really like Jimmy Fallon a lot. I think that they do a lot of funny bits and stuff like that. And he even makes just throwing a cup of water in somebody's face funny. So I'd want to do something like that. Or like the lip sync dance-off thing or whatever. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, score another one. Oh, yeah.
Nuts.
Nice error.
We've already lost at this point.
That's fine. Let's not look at it that way. All right, last one for the back row. Yeah. Fritzy, which talk show takes top priority?
And it doesn't have to be a late night talk show.
No, it's wide open.
Charlie Rose.
Yeah, I could see him as a Tavis Smiley or Charlie Rose type, but I'm going to go with Ellen.
Tavis Smiley.
Ooh. Oh, my God, Ellen.
Was it Ellen? 12 Days of Ellen, yeah.
Oh, for me, it's easy. I really want to be on The View. Give that Whoopi Goldberg a taste of her own medicine, if you know what I mean. I don't know what that means.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Is Whoopi Goldberg still on The View? But by the way, I think Fritzy
Whoopi
should get credit for Ellen View. That was pretty close.
It was close. You're not going to give us
That's the
credit.
closest Fritzy's ever gotten to getting a Know Your Own right.
If you can give us
for
at
me.
least a half a point, just so when I told you
Horseshoes
shut
and hand
out.
grenades, brothers.
I'll take a half a point, just so we can get on the scoreboard. But I really thought you were going to go Ellen. You can go out there and dance. You wear the similar outfits.
I know,
thought I
Ellen
had
would be
that.
great.
All right, we'll give you 3/4 a point,
We'll
which
take
makes
that. We'll
the front
accept
row still our winner. So congratulations, front
Well
row.
done,
Oh, all right. Oh, stay with us. We're going to take a look back at the short week that was, because it's been great so far. You know what's great so far? The Ram Heavy Duty.
Yeah,
so far,
baby.
that's so great. It's best in class towing, torque, and horsepower.
Nothing short about that torque. It's
getting better
long
every
on the
day.
torque.
Take
long
that
on
out to
the
the
torque.
beach.
Yeah.
Tow all your stuff out there. You can sunbathe in the bed.
Throw a surfboard in the back.
Yeah,
There's
why
room.
not? Throw a surfer back there. All right, get more facts at ramtrucks.com. Guts Glory Ram.
Do you imitate AC/DC?
Yeah, playing Johnson AC/DC. But I go and tell you, but I catch this because I'm almost 70 years old. Oh, mama! Fire! Fire!
Welcome back to the Box Score, guys. It's been a great week so far. Tons of guests. Jim Brewer, outstanding. But since we had to pipe Paulie in today and everyone's on overtime, the bosses tell me that we're going to have to run a best of since we've gone over budget. So let's look back right now at the week that was. Paulie, give us your top moment so far.
Oh, man. The way Brewer came on today, because he's one of those guys, when he walks in, he's quiet. He looks like he's both asleep and high. And then he comes on and flips a switch, kind of like Jay Farrow did, and he goes from 0 to 150, and then he probably, I'll bet you, if those guys will tell the truth, as soon as he was done with the segment, he probably said, hey, good to meet you guys. All right, see you next time. Take it easy. And he walked out quiet as a mouse.
That's
very accurate. It's amazing how they can turn it on and off like with the flip of a switch like that. It's pretty talented.
All right, well, Fritzy, who flipped your switch this week?
Who flipped my switch? I loved the Brewer impersonations. Obviously, you got the Split and you got Genevieve. I'm looking at my notes here so I don't leave anything out. And I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to go with Rick Neuheisel and his song. And no, Jerry West. I have to go Jerry West. Seeing Dan's reaction, as much as I like the impersonations, and Neuheisel second place to Jerry West. If nothing else, seeing Dan be emotional and having his idol there right next to him, that is the highlight.
And a beautiful jacket. Seton, what was your favorite moment? And you can cheat off his notes if you want to.
I'm going to say probably shooting the Open. The Point Break Open, which is it was a great idea. Paulie, I think, came up with it. And I'm really bummed, Paulie, that you weren't here for it, because it was really something that we were all looking forward to. But that being said, acting that out, seeing Dan and Todd in wigs was just hysterical. Watching us act or trying to act or whatever, it's always a lot of fun shooting those things. So I would have the Point Break Open.
All right, McLovin, how about you, brother?
You know, I loved everything that you guys are saying. I'm going to say meeting Reggie Miller in person. First of all, he's huge.
Huge.
And he's super cool.
He was impressed with your height.
Yeah, and he's super nice.
You know what
it was
happened? When I met him, I saw him in the green room, and I was like, yeah, what's up, dude? And I just went in for like a hug, and he had to do this. He's so tall that like he came in and he went like this. He was like, hey. Like that, and it made me feel like this big.
He's
like,
literally
hey,
crouching
man. Yeah,
down
what's up?
to hug us.
Seton, my boy! Like, and I'm this big. I'm the tiniest thing in the world.
Did you get a creepy hug in with Genevieve before she left, or?
I did. It wasn't as creepy as I would have preferred, but there was a hug in there. There was a pre-interview hug. I went into the green room so no one would see and make fun of me. So I had just some alone time in the green room. And then when she came out, the cameras were there, and I wanted to make sure I got that additional on-camera hug. So
the weirdest thing is that at the meet and greets, every woman wants to hug Fritzy. And they all say, well, my husband wants to watch me hug you.
That is a little
weird.
odd.
That's weird.
When they go, like my sister or my niece or my cousin or my wife or my fiance or my daughter, can you hug? And they're encouraging me to hug them and then keep that pose so while they get their camera, their phone ready to take a picture of that. I'm flattered / just quizzed out, but I'm like I don't know what to make of that whole thing. So it's just very, 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 very odd.
Well, maybe that's a couple that sort of, you can bring into the fold.
That's what you've been dreaming of.
Yeah.
That's what you've been dreaming of.
We can only dream and hope and fantasize.
Check in under an alias at the hotel.
But I always say the same thing. It's like, this isn't, you're not setting me up to someone's going to take a swing at me. I don't need to have like a black eye. It's like, you go hug my girlfriend and then all of a sudden I'm going to get jumped or something like that. But they genuinely think that's a cool fun thing for me to pose in these pictures with their women.
Yeah, they get
I'm not complaining.
They get a mix with the Cougar of the Week. All right, who's on tomorrow?
Tomorrow, the great Al Michaels will be joining us in studio, and actor-comedian Nick Schwartzen will be joining us as well Friday, and we'll continue to work on some other special things between now and tomorrow.
All right, well, I guess we will talk to each other next Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
With the holiday weekend. All right, with that said, thank you guys. I've had a blast.
Yeah.
We're back Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern right here in Audience, Channel 239. The podcast is available on iTunes or at podcastone.com.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Podcast One.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!